Welcome into the latest ESPN headline. I'm Prim Sarifapat. So with the San Antonio Spurs leading the series 2-1 versus the Miami Heat in the NBA Finals, one question for Game 4 will be, will the Spurs have their star veteran guard in Tony Parker? When Parker injured himself early in the second half of Game 3, MRI results revealed a slight strain in his right hamstring. And joining us over the phone right now is Dr. Michael Kaplan, who is ESPN's chief medical correspondent. So, Doctor, how serious is this hamstring strain?
Prim, it's not too serious, fortunately. It's what we call a grade 1 strain, which means he has some minor bleeding into the hamstrings. It's the most modest kind of tear you can have, but still a hamstring injury obviously is a worrisome problem because it affects the ability of the muscle to fire. It's a hard injury to get over in a short term. And it obviously interferes the ability to push off, and it's limiting, and it interfered with his fourth quarter, certainly, and it's worrisome in the next few days anyhow.
Will he be able to play?
Well, the question is, how well will he play? I mean, they can suit him up and get him out there, but it's going to be a nuisance at the minimum. They'll try to treat him. I'm sure they're going to nurse it and stretch him and give him some therapy and maybe even inject some about it. But there's no question that it's too early to get him well. I think he's got to play. It's not something where they can afford for him not to play. But I think it's going to be a problem for him, and it's going to be sore.
Well, this is obviously the physical activity at the maximum level. It's an NBA Finals, so you know the intensity is going to be high. He's going to have to be running up and down the court, stopping and going. So how is this going to affect him on the court?
It's going to affect him probably more so in terms of the amount of time he plays. That is, I think they'll probably limit his time on the court. It's going to be mostly a problem for his explosiveness, meaning, the amount of energy he's be able to deliver, the quickness, the jumping, the stop-start stuff. The hamstrings are not as strong as the quadriceps, which are the big muscles in the front of the thigh. That's why they tear more often. And it's going to affect him some with his quickness, and that's the key to him being effective. So I think it's going to be a little limiting for him.
Well, one thing is for certain, you know that Tony Parker definitely wants to play if he can. So we'll see what happens. Dr. Michael Kaplan, thanks for your insight today.
Yeah, my pleasure.
We'll keep you updated on this story as it progresses. For more on this and also a preview of Game 4, which is Thursday night, log on over to our NBA homepage on ESPN.com. I'm Prim Sarifapat with your latest ESPN headline.